What if the most important discovery in human history wasn't a new planet, wasn't an alien civilization, and wasn't even a black hole? What if it was a door? A massive doorway floating in the middle of empty space. No walls, no structure, no explanation. Just a perfect rectangle hanging in the darkness of the universe. And according to the data, it wasn't built by nature. But here's the part that terrified scientists the most. One day it opened. It started with a deep space telescope scanning a region of space that had been observed thousands of times before. Nothing unusual, nothing mysterious, just another empty section of the universe. Then the system detected something impossible. Perfect rectangular shape. Not a planet, not a star, not an asteroid. A geometric object floating alone in deep space. At first, scientists assumed it was a software error, a sensor malfunction, or a corrupted image. But when other observatories pointed their instruments at the same location, the object was still there, exactly where it shouldn't have been. And the closer they looked, the stranger it became. The edges were perfectly straight. Its proportions were mathematically precise. Nature doesn't create shapes like this, at least not on this scale. As more data arrived, researchers noticed something disturbing. The object wasn't reflecting light normally. Stars behind it appeared distorted. Space around it looked bent, as if reality itself was being stretched. Some scientists compared it to a black hole, but it wasn't pulling in nearby objects. Others suggested an unknown cosmic phenomenon, but nothing matched the observations. Eventually, researchers began calling it something unofficial, a name that would spread through scientific communities around the world. The door. And strangely, the name fit perfectly, because the object didn't look like a machine. It didn't look like a ship. It looked exactly like a doorway standing upright in the darkness, waiting, silent, motionless, watching. Humanity needed answers, so a probe was launched. Its mission was simple: approach the object, record data, return information, nothing more. For months, everything went according to plan. The probe traveled through deep space without incident, until it entered the object's vicinity. That's when systems began to fail. Navigation maps disappeared. Communication signals weakened. Instrument readings became impossible to understand. The closer the probe got, the less sense reality seemed to make. Distances changed unexpectedly. Light behaved strangely. Even timestamps started showing conflicting information. Then came the final transmission, a message lasting only a few seconds. According to the report, the probe transmitted one chilling sentence: "Something is on the other side." And then, silence. The signal vanished completely. Most people assumed the probe had been destroyed. But weeks later, the object responded. A repeating signal began emerging from the doorway. Not radio, not sound, not any known form of communication. It arrived every 17 seconds. Always identical, always precise. Scientists tried decoding it. Supercomputers analyzed it. Mathematicians studied it. Nothing worked. The pattern seemed intelligent, but impossible to translate. And each time the signal appeared, something unusual happened. Nearby satellites experienced failures. Communication systems glitched. Sensitive instruments shut down without explanation, as if the signal itself was affecting reality, or perhaps trying to hide something. A second mission was approved, this time a more advanced probe. Stronger systems, better shielding, more cameras. The objective was simple: get closer than ever before and discover what happened to the first probe. As the new spacecraft approached the doorway, its cameras recorded something shocking. The object wasn't floating in space. Space appeared to be forming around it, as if the doorway existed before the universe surrounding it. A structure outside reality itself. A threshold between worlds. Then the probe crossed the final boundary, and for the first time it saw what was beyond the door. The footage lasted less than 1 second, but it changed everything. On the other side wasn't darkness. It wasn't empty space. It wasn't another galaxy. It was something else entirely. An unknown sky filled with unfamiliar stars. Impossible structures stretching into the distance. And something enormous standing far away, watching. Then the transmission ended. The doorway emitted a final burst of energy and disappeared completely. No explosión. No debris. No trace. Just empty space, as if it had never existed. But one corrupted frame survived. A single image recovered from the probe's memory. Scientists still debate what it shows. An alien structure, a machine, a civilization, or something far older. Because if that doorway was real, then maybe space was never empty. Maybe we've been looking at the universe the wrong way all along. And maybe the greatest mystery isn't what's out there. It's what's waiting on the other side of the door. But what if the story didn't end there? Months after the doorway vanished, scientists continued analyzing the last surviving frame recovered from the second probe. At first, it looked like meaningless corruption. Broken pixels, distorted light, random noise. But hidden inside that damaged image was a pattern nobody noticed before. The same pattern that had appeared in the mysterious signal. The same signal that repeated every 17 seconds. When researchers overlaid the two datasets, they discovered something impossible. The signal wasn't a message being sent from the doorway. It was a countdown that had already started before humanity even discovered the object. Suddenly, every piece of data took on a terrifying new meaning. The probe wasn't being contacted. It was being observed. Every movement, every transmission, every attempt to understand the doorway had been recorded by something on the other side. Then another discovery changed everything. The object hadn't appeared when scientists first detected it. Old telescope archives revealed faint traces of the doorway decades earlier, hidden in background images, ignored because nobody was looking for it. The doorway had always been there, watching from the darkness, waiting. And if it had been waiting, then what was it waiting for? The answer may have come from the final seconds of the second probe's transmission. Deep inside the corrupted footage, researchers enhanced a distant structure visible beyond the doorway. At first it appeared to be a mountain-sized object, but after further analysis, the scale calculations produced an impossible result. It wasn't a structure. It was moving, slowly, deliberately, and according to the measurements, the object was larger than entire planets. Whatever stood beyond the doorway wasn't a building. It wasn't a machine. It may have been a living thing,